Millions of people hear her voice, but very few know how close Adele came to disappearing from music completely. Because behind the sold-out stadiums, behind the Grammy Awards, was a woman battling heartbreak, pressure, anxiety, and the terrifying fear that she might never sing again. And the moment her voice started failing, everything she built suddenly felt fragile. Adele's story didn't begin in luxury or fame. She grew up in London, raised mostly by a single mother after her father left when she was still young. Money was tight. Some days they moved from place to place just trying to stay afloat. But even as a child, Adele had something unusual, not just talent, emotion. While other kids chased popularity, she became obsessed with voices. Etta James, Ella Fitzgerald, Amy Winehouse. She didn't just listen to music, she studied pain inside it. But what happened next almost never led to fame. At school, Adele didn't look like the typical future pop superstar. Record labels were chasing polished images and glamorous celebrities. And in an industry obsessed with appearance, many people quietly underestimated her. But then, a demo she recorded as a student somehow reached the wrong person at exactly the right time. That single moment changed her life forever. Suddenly, Adele's raw, emotional voice felt different from everything else on the radio. When albums like 21 exploded worldwide, fame hit fast, too fast. As her music dominated charts across the world, her private life was collapsing behind the scenes. Heartbreak became headlines. Every breakup became public entertainment. Every weight change sparked online criticism. And while millions saw confidence, Adele was secretly dealing with severe anxiety before performances. But the darkest moment came when her voice began to fail. Doctors discovered damage to her vocal cords. For a singer whose voice was her entire identity, it was devastating. There was real fear she might never perform the same way again. And for the first time, Adele disappeared. No constant interviews, no non-stop albums, just silence. But that silence became transformation. Years later, Adele returned, different, more controlled, more private, more honest than ever. Her comeback wasn't about proving she could still sing. It was about reclaiming herself. And that's why Adele's story connects with millions. Because people don't just hear music in her voice, they hear survival. They hear heartbreak, healing, pressure, loneliness. And somehow, honesty turned her into one of the most powerful artists of her generation. Because sometimes the strongest voices are built from the deepest pain. What celebrity story should we explore next?